coal seam gas. Does everybody remember coal seam gas? How it was a really big issue?
Still is.
Sorry, it still is? Yeah, sure.
Still is.
Haven't heard much of it about it lately.
You do in Europe and the United States.
Yeah. It's
Economic
where they,
The money aspect of it.
it's where they inject all this cocktail of poisons into the ground in order to release gas from coal. And it does some pretty nasty things, from what we've heard. And not just pollutes the groundwaters, but if they get enough of this gas out, then the land starts to sink and it causes mini earthquakes. It's a crazy idea from what I can tell. So we even went to a big meeting in Armidale with a hall as large as this, and it was packed full of farmers because they were really worried and concerned about what was coming upon them. So I managed to put this little song together and see what you think. And it's to the tune of Air, which comes from the Hair musical. Remember that one? Yeah?
Sure do.
Okay. Alright. Just got to deal with all my nerves, so let's see how we go. Those technical names are so complicated. I hope I got them out okay. All right, thank you.
Thank you, George Neo.
We've got another music thing coming up in April.
Yeah, well, that's what I was just about to get to.
Yeah, I've got some pamphlets
What's
here.
on here? Get more details. What I am certain of is here on Sunday, the 17th of April, we've got Graham Bishop and Friends, a Piano Man performance here in the Arcadia Theatre of the Australian Poetry Hall of Fame. Tickets are $20. Bookings here at the Australian Poetry Hall of Fame, online through Facebook, email oneenglishone@gmail.com.
Discount up
Yeah.
until 4.
Oh, yeah, it's $15 if you get your tickets before the 4th of April. But after that, they jump up to $20 as well. So, yeah, Graham Bishop and Friends. Then the 20...
Into the reef, anyway.
Okay. Right, what have we got next? Mother of Dust was a band that played here at on the weekend. Thursday, last week, at the Festival of Small Ulster. Well, here in Guyra, we got Mother of Ducks Lagoon. And since we're at the Australian Poetry Hall of Fame in Guyra, I'm going to read to you from this book, For the Love of New England, by Myra Sweeney, copyright 1987, this one. She's passed on now. But this one's called The Mother of Ducks Lagoon, which it should be World Heritage listed. I'm going to add, because what these lagoons are, there's about 28 of them all up here on the tablelands, all scattered along, and we're on a watershed, which means we're at the top of the range, and everything flows downhill from here. But these lagoons are suspended, and they bring in huge amounts of wildlife. One of the most impressive is Little Llangollen Lagoon, so if you get a chance, drive 15 kilometres north of Guyra and have a wander around. It'll take you about an hour and a half one day. But otherwise, down here at the Mother of Ducks Lagoon in Guyra, it was an equally impressive thing, but it's been a bit sort of, the water level's been lowered to make way for the golf course. They've stuck a levee bank around 1/3 of it, so it sort of holds the water, which has then become shallower. It's full of reeds, but then when it does flood, it extends like 200% on what is inside this particular levee bank up there, and it has hundreds of swans and pelicans and all kinds of water birds, herons, egrets, a couple of different types of bin chickens or ibises, and moorhens and water rats and snakes and yappies and all kinds of ducks and heaps of ducks. Yeah.
Ducks.
Anyway, we'll get on with it. The Mother of Ducks Lagoon. As I wander sadly down by the old lagoon and watch the people playing golf on a Sunday afternoon, I think about the many times I've walked beneath the trees and watched the water rippling gently in the breeze. I've seen the ducks and water hens swimming quietly around and the flocks of ibis settling on the ground. Way out upon the water there was a lovely swan, its silhouette against the sky, a joy to look upon. The birds came in the spring and made their nests among the reeds. There was plenty of food and water to satisfy their needs. As the birds dived underwater, I would watch in silent awe the ripples spreading outwards in ever-widening circles to the shore. I have seen Lake Burley Griffin, the lovely man-made lake, but no matter where I roam or how long the road I take, to see the beauties of my country, I think that I have always known that there is nothing quite so beautiful as the old Mother of Ducks Lagoon.
You're saying that the sacrificing the lagoon for a golf course?
Oh no, that happened long ago. They sort of drained it, I think, first of all, so that the farms, because they were soldier settlements, didn't get flooded, and then later on, I think around about 88 or something, they did put this levee bank in and a thing around it and stuff, yeah, because that's to keep the water out for the golf course, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Which still floods anyway when it rains heavily. The next.
So anyway, we'll see if we can find something here to be a bit lighter in what we do. This southern land of plenty, blessed by the Father's hands, girt by ocean waters, beaches of golden sand. This is a land of beauty, a land of sweeping plains, of rugged mountain ranges, of droughts and pouring rains. A fall of holy fire poured out on mortal man, yes, wakening in this country and moving through this land, like a wave of the Father's glory, igniting all the sparks as we clothe ourselves in humility and seek the highest self. This is the land of purpose. We have our future in our hands if we look with supervision and seek the eternal plan. Let's loose this tag of battlers. We have it in our grip. It's time to join the freedom train. Jump on, enjoy the trip. The Spirit of Christ is here, transforming the hearts of men, raising up his daughters, raising up his sons. Let's not get discouraged. It's different from the rest. The awakening that is here today is loving community and eternal and the best. Yes, a message poem. I know a message poem, but still, what do we get?
But no message is a message.
That's right, there's no message. You know, sometimes you just have to be who you are. And it's really hard, you know, a lot of people say to me sometimes, oh, you're full of yourself. Yeah, well, couldn't be full of anybody else. That'll do, you know, that's who we've got to be, you know, and sometimes just being who we are is...
It's just be love and believe that being love is nice and make your life just heaven like Kenny's wife. Because she believes in love and she believes in love, said Kenny, and that's the belief of our wife. Freestyle Bluegrass Monkey Bow instrumental from YouTube. Thank you very much for joining us here at the Australian Poetry Hall of Fame. Poets' favourite topic, love. To all of you, everybody out there on Facebook and YouTube and interweb, have a lovely evening. And we'll see you next Wednesday here at the Australian Poetry Hall of Fame, washing away the garbage, leaving rainbows after rain. And the last thing, to all those people out there who are suffering at the moment, our hearts will go out to you. It's touched my family too. My sister's had water go through her house and everything as well. So Steve's probably lost his car. Many people have lost cars, houses, lives, etc. So it's a national tragedy. So we're sending you our love. Thank you.
love.
From 1,300 metres up on the granite.
That's it.